Hi, this is your host. Today we will be answering the question, where do sea stars live? But before we begin, make sure to subscribe so you're notified every time we upload a new video. You can also click the bell icon so you're notified every time we post a new comment. Sea stars or starfish are found in all of the world's oceans from the Arctic to the Antarctic, and from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean. Starfish can live in both shallow and deep waters, but most species prefer to live in the shallows. They are more common in the northern hemisphere than in the southern hemisphere. Starfish need to live in the ocean because they are entirely dependent on it for their survival. They need seawater to keep them moist so they don't dry out. They also need seawater to help them get food. Most starfish are predators, and they eat other animals such as clams, oysters, mussels, and other starfish. Some starfish are scavengers, and they feed on dead animals and plants. The type of food that a starfish eats depends on what is available in its environment. For example, starfish that live in areas with lots of clams and oysters will be better at catching these prey animals than starfish that live in areas where there are no clams or oysters. Some starfish are specialized to eat only one type of prey. These starfish will only eat the animals that they can catch. This means that some starfish have very specific diets. Starfish also need the ocean to help them move around. Most starfish have tube feet that they use to crawl along the ocean floor. The tube feet are small, thin, flexible extensions of the starfish's water vascular system. Water is pumped into the tube feet, which causes them to expand and contract. This helps the starfish to move around. The speed that a starfish can move at depends on the species of starfish. Some starfish are very slow moving, while others can move up to 10 centimeters or 4 inches per minute. This is important because if a starfish moves too slow, it may not be able to catch its prey. If it moves too fast, it may end up expending more energy than it takes in from the food it eats. While most starfish can tolerate a wide range of salinities or salt contents, many species prefer to live in areas with lower salinity levels. This is because when the salinity level is too high, the starfish can become dehydrated. When the salinity level is too low, the starfish can't get enough salts and minerals, and this can cause its tissues to break down. Many starfish also prefer to live in areas with lots of rocks and coral. This is because the rocks and coral provide hiding places from predators. It also gives them somewhere to attach to so they don't get washed away by strong currents. Now that you know where starfish live, let's take a look at some of the different species of starfish. There are over 2,000 species of starfish alive today. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. The largest starfish ever recorded was a species called the Antarctic starfish. This starfish was found in Antarctica and measured over 1 meter or 3 feet across. The smallest starfish ever recorded was a species called the dwarf starfish. This starfish was found in the Caribbean Sea and measured only 1 millimeter or 0.04 inches across. The most colorful starfish is probably the rainbow starfish. This starfish is found in the Indian Ocean and has bright red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple arms. One of the most well-known species of starfish is the common starfish. This starfish is found in the North Atlantic Ocean and is a very important part of the ecosystem. It is a predator and feeds on other animals, such as clams, oysters, and mussels. The common starfish is also a scavenger and will feed on dead animals and plants. It is also an indicator species, which means that its presence or absence can be used to determine the health of an ecosystem. For example, if there are lots of starfish in an area, then the ecosystem is probably healthy. However, if there are no starfish in an area, then the ecosystem may be in danger. So to answer the question, where do sea stars live? They can be found in all of the world's oceans from the Arctic to the Antarctic and from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean. They are more common in the northern hemisphere than in the southern hemisphere. Thank you for watching. We hope you learned something new. If so, make sure to click the like button below. You can also click the subscribe button so you never miss a video.